It's pretty wild when you think about it. Why does aging look so completely different depending on where you live? There's this massive gap between how people get older in the US versus in Japan, and it really makes you wonder what's going on.
So get this. In America, the average healthy lifespan, that is, the years you're living well and independently, it ends around age 66. For so many people, life after that point starts to become this cycle of prescriptions, doctor's appointments, and losing the freedom to just live. But it absolutely doesn't have to be that way.
Now, let's flip the script and look at Japan. They have more than 95,000 people who are 100 years old or older. And we're not talking about just surviving. We're talking about thriving. People who are still sharp, active, and living on their own. So what is their secret? Is it some magic pill? Nope, something way simpler.
Well, the answer is actually this beautiful, simple routine that's been part of their culture for almost a century. Seriously, since 1928, Japan has had this nationwide morning movement practice. It's just a handful of exercises that anyone can do, you don't need any equipment, and it's built this incredible foundation of strength and confidence for generations.
So let's open up that toolkit, shall we? We're about to break down the 6 specific movements that are the heart of this whole routine. Think of these as your personal keys to unlocking strength, finding your balance again, and just getting that confidence back to move freely for the rest of your life.
All right, first up, shikodachi, this sumo stance. Now, this move has been used by Japan's most powerful athletes for like 1,000 years. But it's not just for wrestlers. This thing builds what I love to call your independence muscles. Think about it. These are the muscles you need for everything. Getting up from a chair, taking the stairs, catching yourself before a fall. This one move hits them all.
Okay, so here's how you do it. Just stand with your feet nice and wide, about twice as wide as your shoulders. Point your toes out at about a 45-degree angle. Then, you're going to slowly lower your hips, keeping that spine perfectly straight. And hey, if you need some support, just put your hands on your thighs. You can even hold onto a wall. Start with just 20 seconds and see if you can build from there.
So let's move on to number 2, which builds right on top of that power. This is Nikowashi Dachi, or the cat stance. If the sumo stance gave you strength, this one is all about fine-tuning your balance. It's from traditional karate, and it's specifically designed to wake up that internal system that, honestly, quietly saves you from slips and falls every single day without you even realizing it. For this one, you're going to stand with one foot just a little bit forward, and you're just going to lightly touch the ball of that foot to the ground. See, most of your weight, like 70% of it, is on your back foot. Now gently bend both knees. I know, it's going to feel a little weird, but that's the whole point. You're firing up these deep stabilizer muscles that most of us just don't use anymore. Hold it for about 20 or 30 seconds, then switch sides. Okay, next up, we're taking it down to the floor for something called seiza, which literally means proper sitting. And this is not about forcing some crazy flexibility. It's about hitting the reset button on your posture. Just think about how much time we spend sitting in chairs. This one simple posture gently undoes all that damage, helping to correct that slumped over position we start to adopt as we get older. So to do it, just kneel on something soft, like a rug or a mat, with your knees together. Let the tops of your feet rest flat on the floor, and then slowly sit your hips back onto your heels. Now, pro tip, if this feels too tight on your ankles or your knees, just slide a cushion or a yoga block right between your heels and your hips. It is a total game changer. Start with 30 seconds and just see where you can take it.
Move number 4 is zazen, or seated meditation. And this one is all about that powerful mind-body connection. Yeah, the posture totally strengthens your deep core muscles, but it also does something amazing on the inside. It stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part of your brain that basically tells your whole body, hey, you're safe now. You can relax and heal.
So to set this up, just sit cross-legged on the floor. A regular old crisscross applesauce is perfect. But here's the key. Pop a firm cushion right under your hips. That little bit of lift helps your spine stay tall without even trying. Now, just imagine a little string pulling the top of your head up to the ceiling. Let your shoulders relax and just breathe. It protects your back and calms your whole system down.
All right, time to take all that inner calm and turn it into outer strength with our 5th move, Kibadachi, the horse stance. This one comes straight from samurai warriors. But listen, you're not training for battle, you are training for your independence. This stance builds your side-to-side stability, which is absolutely crucial for preventing those sideways falls.
So for this one, you'll stand with your feet wide again, but here's the difference. Keep your feet perfectly parallel this time, not turned out.
Then bend your knees and sink your hips straight down like you're sitting in an invisible chair. Keep your back tall. Oh yeah, you're going to feel that burn in your thighs. That feeling, that's your deep hip muscles firing up and getting stronger.
And finally, our sixth and final move, which kind of ties everything we've done together. The wall squat. It's a modern twist from Japanese physical therapy, and it is brilliant. It hits your strength, your posture, your endurance, all in one go. But the best part? It's your own personal progress tracker. No gym, no pounding on your joints, no excuses. All you do is stand with your back flat against a wall and walk your feet out about a foot or so. Then slowly slide down that wall until your thighs are parallel to the floor. Just make sure your knees are right over your ankles. And then you just hold. Start with 30 seconds, and a month from now, when you can hold it for 2 minutes, that's your body literally showing you how much stronger you've become. Okay, so you've got the 6 movements down. Fantastic. But just knowing them isn't enough, right? This next part, this is the real secret sauce. This is where we put it all together into a dead simple daily routine that makes all the difference. And here it is. In the morning, just 2.5 minutes. You do 30 seconds of Seiza to reset your posture for the day, 1 minute of Zazen to turn on your core, and then a minute of the cat stance, 30 seconds per leg, to wake up your balance. Then in the evening, 4 minutes, a minute each of the sumo and horse stances to open your hips and build leg strength, and you finish with that 2-minute wall squat as your little progress check. That's it. But look, beyond any of the moves, there is this powerful mindset that makes this whole thing stick for life. It's a total shift in how you think about progress. It's the real why behind the how. And that philosophy is called Kaizen. It's this beautiful Japanese idea of making small, consistent improvements that add up to massive changes over time. So it's not about trying to hold a 2-minute wall squat tomorrow, no way. It's about being just 1% better than you were yesterday. It's all about consistency, not intensity. So as we wrap this up, I just want to leave you with one final thought. Your future self, the version of you that is strong, balanced, and totally independent, is watching what you do right now. So the question isn't, can I do all of this perfectly? The real question is, what's one small step you're going to take today?